चलो चैप्टर 1 फर्स्ट चैप्टर है ड्रेसिंग चेंजेस थ्रू 1000 years। हजारों साल हुए हैं तो क्या क्या चेंज हुए हैं वो हम देखेंगे इसमें। यहाँ पे मैप दिखाया गया है, एक मैप 1 है। किसने जियोग्राफर अल एल्दिस ने बनाया ये 20th सेंचुरी। सब कॉन्टिनेंट दिखाया गया है। कार्टोग्राफर मतलब पर्सन हु मेक्स मैप्स, मैप बनाया कार्टोग्राफर बोलते हैं। और यहाँ पे ये दूसरा मैप है। Map to subcontinent from the early centuries. Norway of Guillaume de Isel। सर दो मैप है। Take a look at map 1 and map 2. Map 1 was made in 1154 CE। पहला जो by the Arab geographer Al-Irdis, and the second production and it is the section reproduced here is a detail of Indian subcontinent। इंडिया के सबकॉन्टिनेंट दिखाए गए हैं from his larger map of the world। Map 2 was made in 17th-20th century by French cartographer। फ्रेंच कार्टोग्राफर ने बनाया। The two maps are quite different even though they are of the same area। सेम एरिया के लेकिन अलग अलग है। In Al-Irdis map, South India is where we would expect to find North India and Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka is the island at the top। Place names are marked in Arabic। अरेबिक में कुछ नाम लिखे हैं। And there are some well-known names like Kanauj। कनौज की बात है। In Uttar Pradesh, spelled in the map as Kanauj। Map 2 was made nearly 600 years after the first, during which time information about the subcontinents had changed considerably। पहला मैप बना था तो 600 साल पहले का है, उसके बाद 600 साल के बाद दूसरा मैप बना। बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन चेंज हो गई। This map seems more familiar to us। ये मैप हमें ज्यादा पता चलता है। And the coastal areas in particular are surprisingly detailed दी गई है। This map was used by European sailors and merchants on their voyages। यूरोपियन सेलर यूज करते थे। But look at the area inland। Equally important is the fact that the science of cartography differed in the two periods। When historians read documents, maps, and texts from the past, they have to be sensitive to the different historical backgrounds, the context in which information about the past was produced। किसके कंटेक्स्ट में इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई है उस पर भी ध्यान देना पड़ता है। न्यू एंड ओल्ड टर्मिनोलॉजी, लैंग्वेज कौन सी है वो भी देखना पड़ेगा। If the context in which the information is produced changes with time, what about language and meaning? Meaning language के बारे में क्या है? Historical records exist in a Variety of languages which have changed considerably over the years. Medieval Persian, for example, is different from modern Persian. अब पर्शियन ही है लेकिन medieval time middle age में जो थी और modern जो पर्शियन है वो भी different है. The difference is not just with regard to grammar and vocabulary. The meaning of the words also changed over time. Words के meaning भी change हो गए हैं. Take the term Hindustan. For example, today we understand it as India. अभी हम इंडिया समझते हैं. The modern nation state. When the term was used in the 13th century by 13th century में जब यूज किया गया था by Minhaj e Siraj, Minhaj e Siraj, chronicler who wrote in Persian में लिख रहा था. He meant the areas of Punjab. जो पंजाब वो कौन से एरिया इंडिया में गिन रहा था? पंजाब, हरियाणा and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. गंगा यमुना के बीच में जो लैंड है. He used the term in a political sense for lands that were a part of the dominions of the Delhi Sultanate. जो कि दिल्ली सल्तनत के अंदर जो आता था उसको उसने गिना था. The areas included in this term shifted with the extent of the Sultanate, but the term never included South India within it. लेकिन उसमें South India नहीं था. By contrast, in the early 16th century, Babar used Hindustan to describe the geography. बाबर ने कौन सा वर्ड यूज किया? हिंदुस्तान. The fauna and the culture of the inhabitants of the subcontinents. As we will see later in the chapter, this was somewhat similar to the way the 14th century poet Amir Khusro used the word Hindu. Amir Khusro ने word use किया Hindu. While the idea of a geographical and cultural entity like India did exist, the term Hindustan did not carry the political and national meanings which we associate with it today. हिंदुस्तान का मीनिंग हम अभी समझते हैं वो ऐसा कुछ मीनिंग उस टाइम पे होता नहीं था. Hindustani historians have to be careful about the terms they use because they meant different things in the past. For example, a simple term like foreigner, it is used today to mean someone who is not an Indian. Foreigner कौन होता है जो Indian नहीं होता. In the medieval period, a foreigner was any stranger who appeared, say, in a given village. Someone who was not a part of the society or culture. अभी हम कौन से फॉरेनर गिनते हैं जो इंडिया के बाहर का है, लेकिन पहले किस लिए यूज होता था? जो गांव के बाहर का है, जो हमारी सोसाइटी का नहीं है, उसे फॉरेनर कहा जाता था. In Hindi, the term परदेशी might be used to describe such a person, and in Persian, ajnabi. So foreigner, the pardesi, बाहर देश वाला या ajnabi. A city dweller, therefore, might have regarded a forest dweller as foreigner, but two peasants living in the same village were not foreigners. एक ही गांव में रहने वाले दोनों इंसान एक दूसरे के foreigners नहीं होते. To each other, even though they may have had different religious or caste background. Historians and their sources Historians use different types of sources to learn about the past depending upon the period of their study and the nature of their investigation. Last year, for example, you read about the rulers of the Gupta dynasty and Harshvardhan. In this book, we will read about the following 1000 years from roughly 700 to 1750 CE के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे. You will notice some continuity in the sources used by historians for the study of this period. They still rely upon coins. इस पे अगर rely करते हैं, depend करते हैं, coins, inscriptions, architectures and textual records for information. Historians इन सब चीजों पे rely करते हैं. But there is also considerable discontinuity. The number and variety of textual records increased dramatically during this period. They slowly displaced other types of available information. Through this period, paper gradually become cheaper and paper क्या हुआ? Gradually become cheaper, सस्ता होने लगा and more widely available. People used it to write holy texts. पेपर सस्ता हुआ तो लोगों ने होली टेक्स्ट लिखना शुरू किया. Chronicles of rulers, रूलर के बारे में लिखा. Letters and teaching of saints. Petitions लिखा. Judicial records लिखे गए for registers of accounts and tax. Manuscripts were collected by wealthy people, rulers, monasteries and temples. They were placed in libraries and archives. कहाँ पे रखा जाता था? Libraries या archives में रखा जाता था. These manuscripts and documents provide a lot of detailed information to historians, but they are also difficult to use. Archives किसे बोलेंगे? A place where documents and manuscripts are stored. There was no printing press in those days, so scribes copied manuscripts by hand. Printing press नहीं था, इसलिए हाथ से ही कॉपी किया जाता था. If you have ever copied a friend's homework, you would know that this is not a simple exercise. Sometimes you cannot read your friend's handwriting and are forced to guess what is written. दोस्त की handwriting हमें जब पता नहीं चलती तो हम कुछ भी लिख देते हैं या guess करते हैं. As a result, there are small but significant differences in your copy of your friend's work. और थोड़ा difference भी रह जाता है. Manuscript copying is somewhat similar. As scribes copied manuscripts, they also introduced small changes. तो उसमें change आ जाते थे. A word here, a sentence there. कुछ word में change या sentence में change. These small differences grew over centuries of copying until manuscripts of the कॉपी कर रहा है बैठ के स्क्राइब. Same text became substantially different from one another. This is a serious problem because we rarely find the original manuscript of the author today. We are totally dependent upon the copies made by later scribes. तो क्या होता था? कॉपी का कॉपी होते उसमें बहुत चेंज आते थे और ओरिजिनल जो टेक्स्ट है वो किसी के पास किसी को मिलता नहीं था. As a result, historians have to read different manuscript versions of the same text to guess what the author had originally written. तो एक्चुअल मीनिंग ढूंढने के लिए बहुत सारे मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट पढ़ने पड़ते थे. On occasion, authors revise their chronicles at different times. The 14th century chronicler Ziauddin Barani, 14th century का chronicler था जो स्टोरीज लिखता था, Ziauddin Barani wrote his chronicle first in 1356 में लिखा था and another version 2 years later. The two differ from each other, but historians did not know about the existence of the first version until 1971. दोनों एक दूसरे से अलग थे, लेकिन जो पहला लिखा था वो तो किसी को मिला नहीं था 1971 तक. It remained lost in large library collections. लाइब्रेरी का बहुत बड़ा कलेक्शन था, उसमें गुम हो गया था. New social and political groups. The study of the thousand.
Sir.
New social and political groups. The study of the 1,000 years between 700 and 1750 is a huge challenge to historians, largely because of the scale and variety of developments that occurred over the period. At different moments in this period, new technologies made their appearance. नई technology आई, like the Persian wheel in irrigation. Irrigation में Persian wheel का यूज हुआ. The spinning wheel in weaving. Weaving में spinning wheel यूज हुआ. And firearms in combat. Combat में firearms नए नए हथियार भी आ गए. New foods and beverages arrived in the subcontinent. Potatoes, corn, chilies, tea, and coffee. Remember that all these innovations, new technologies, and crops came along with people who brought other ideas with them as well. As a result, this was a period of economic. तो कैसा period बन गया? Economic, political, social, and cultural changes. You will learn about some of these changes in chapter 5, 6, and 7. This was also a period of great mobility. Mobility का period बन गया. यहाँ से वहाँ लोग जाने लगे. Groups of people travel long distances in search of opportunity. The subcontinent held immense wealth and the possibilities for people to carve a fortune. One group of people who became important in this period were the Rajputs, a name derived from Rajaputra. Rajaputra से बने Rajputs. The son of the ruler. Between the 18th and the 14th century, the term was applied more generally to a body of warriors who claimed Kshatriya caste status. Rajput से तो कौन से क्षत्रिय? The term included, the wheel दिखाया गया है. Persian wheel. Not just rulers and chieftains, but also soldiers and commanders who served in the armies of different monarchs all over the subcontinents. A chivalric code of conduct, extreme valor, and a great sense of loyalty. कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट में क्या आ गया? चिवलरिक मतलब बहादुरी. शिवलरिक कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट मतलब जो ब्रेवरी थी, तो कैसे एक्सट्रीम वेलर एंड ग्रेट सेंस ऑफ लॉयल्टी. बहादुर बहुत थे, ब्रेव एंड लॉयल, ट्रस्टवर्दी थे. Were the qualities attributed to Rajputs by their poets and bards. Poets जो थे और bards जो थे, जो राजपूत के बारे में लिखते थे, तो उनको chivalric code of conduct में दिखाया जाता था. Other groups of people such as merchants, other groups of people such as the Marathas, Sikh, Jats, Holmes, and Kayasthas, a caste of scribes and secretaries. Marathas, Sikhs, Jats, Holmes, and Kayasthas also used the opportunities of the age to become politically important. Throughout this period, there was gradual clearing of forest and the extension of agriculture. फॉरेस्ट को काट के क्या कर रहे थे? एक्सटेंशन ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर को बढ़ा रहे थे. A change faster and more complete in some areas than in others. Changes in their habitat, जो जहाँ रहते थे वहां भी चेंज किया. Forced many forest dwellers to migrate. मतलब जो फॉरेस्ट कटने लगे, तो जो फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर जो जंगल में रहते थे उनको माइग्रेट करना पड़ा, वहां से छोड़ के जाना पड़ा. Others started tilling the land and become peasants. और कुछ ने टिलिंग द लैंड चालू कर दिया, जमीन को फार्मिंग के लायक बनाया और peasants बन गए, फार्मर बन गए. These new peasants groups gradually began to be influenced by regional markets, chieftains, priests, monasteries, and temples. They became part of large complex society and were required to pay taxes. तो वो टैक्स बनने लगे and offer goods and services to local lords. As a result, significant economic and social differences emerged among peasants. Some possessed more productive land. Others also kept cattle. कुछ पास land थी, कुछ पास cattle थे, and some combined artisanal work with agricultural activities during the lean season. As society became more differentiated, people were grouped into जातिस. जैसे सोसाइटी बढ़ने लगी तो जाति में डिवाइड हो गए, और सब कास्ट एंड रैंक्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर बैकग्राउंड्स एंड देयर ऑक्यूपेशंस या बैकग्राउंड से जाने लगे. रैंक्स वर नॉट फिक्स परमानेंटली एंड वेरिड अकॉर्डिंग टू द पावर, influence and resources controlled by members of the jati. The status of the same jati could vary from area to area. और अलग अलग एरिया में अलग अलग जाति का अलग अलग स्टेटस रहता था. जातिस framed their own rules and regulations. जो जाति थी वो अपने रूल्स और रेगुलेशन बनाती थी to manage the conduct of their members. These regulations were enforced by an assembly of elders. described in some areas as the जाति पंचायत. जाति पंचायत जो एल्डर थे वो रूल्स डिसाइड करते थे, जाति पंचायत बोलते हैं. But jatis were also required to form the rules of their village. Several villages were governed by chieftains. Chieftains मतलब जो लीडर होता है वो. Together they were only one small unit of state. Region and empire. Large states like those of Cholas, बड़े-बड़े empire बने Cholas, Tughlaq and Mughals encompassed many regions. A Sanskrit Prasasti for an example of Prasasti praising the Delhi Sultanate. Giyasuddin Balban, Delhi Sultan Giyasuddin Balban explained that he was the ruler of vast empire that stretched from Bengal in the vast empire that stretched from Bengal से लेके in the east to Ghazni in the Afghanistan in the west and included all of South India. Dravid. तो गियासुद्दीन बलबन जो था वो कहता था कि मेरा प्रांत कहां तक था, बंगाल से लेके गजनी मतलब अफगानिस्तान, इंडिया से लेके अफगानिस्तान तक. In the west and included all South Indian. द्रविड़ सब आ जाते थे, साउथ इंडिया भी आ जाता था. People of different regions, Gauda, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat, apparently fled before his armies. Historians regard these as तगलक के रीजन में दिखाया गया है. नाम यहाँ पे लिखे हैं सबके. Exaggerated claims of conquest. At the same time, they tried to understand why rulers kept claiming to have control over different part of the subcontinent. The exaggerated claim of conquest दिखाते थे, कुछ बड़ा ही एरिया उसके अंदर था ऐसा दिखाया गया था. जैसे यहाँ लैंग्वेज भी चेंज होती है, डिफरेंट. संस्कृत के बारे में लिखा है, संस्कृत did not belong to any region. It was an old language and common people do not know it. Only the Brahmins do. संस्कृत. अमीर खुसरो के बारे में डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज के बारे में, लाहौरी, कश्मीरी, द्वसमुद्री, तेलंगानी, गुजरी लैंग्वेज, अवधी, हिंदवी. By 700, many regions already possessed distinct geographical dimensions and their own language and cultural characteristics. You will learn more about these in chapter 9. They were also associated with स्पेसिफिक रूलिंग डायनेस्टी, तो लोग कोई ना कोई डायनेस्टी के साथ जुड़ गए थे. There was considerable conflict between these states. Occasionally dynasties like the बड़ी बड़ी डायनेस्टी कौन सी है, चोलास, खिलजिस and Tughlaq Mughals were able to build an empire that was pan-regional. pan-regional मतलब एक रीजन से बाद दूसरे जगह जाता था, या अक्रॉस रीजन था, पूरे रीजन पे होता था. स्पैनिंग डाइवर्स रीजन्स. Not all these empires were equally stable or successful. Compare, for example, table 1 in chapter 3 and 4. What was the duration of rule of the Khaljis and Mughals dynasty? When the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century, it led to the re-emerge of regional states, but years of imperial pan-regional rule had altered the character of the region. ठीक है, मुगल सल्तनत जब कम हुई 18th सेंचुरी में, तो फिर से रीजनल स्टेट्स बने, लेकिन इंपीरियलिज्म का इफेक्ट उस पर दिखने लगा और पैन रीजनल रूल्स दिखने लगे. Had altered the character of the regions. Across most of the subcontinent, the regions were left with the legacies of the big and small states that ruled over them. This was apparent in the emergence of many distinct and sad traditions. तो traditions में चेंज दिखने लगा, जो legacy थी तब तक चला आ रहा था, तो उसमें सब चेंज दिखने लगा. In the realms of governance, the management of the economy, governance में चेंज दिखने लगा, economy में चेंज दिखने लगा, elite culture and languages में भी चेंज दिखने लगा. Through the thousands years between 700 and 1750, the character of the different regions did not grow in isolation. They felt the impact of larger pan-regional forces of integration without ever quite losing their distinctiveness. ठीक है, तो जो प्रोविंस थे उसको आइसोलेशन में नहीं रहे थे, उनमें भी जो पैन रीजनल फोर्सेस थे उनके इफेक्ट दिखने लगे थे. ओल्ड एंड न्यू, ओल्ड एंड न्यू रिलीजियंस. अब रिलीजन के बारे में देखेंगे. The 1000 year of history that we are exploring witness major development in religious traditions. Religion में भी बहुत सारा develop change हुआ. People's belief in the divine was sometimes deeply personal, but more usually it was collective. Collective belief in a supernatural agency, religion, was often closely connected with the social and economical organizations of local communities. As the social walls of these groups altered, so too did their beliefs. जैसे ऐसे जो रिलीजन है वो पर्सनल मैटर है, लेकिन उसमें भी कम्युनिटी का इफेक्ट दिखता है. ऐसे बिलीफ भी धीरे धीरे बदलती गई. It was during this period that important changes occurred in what we call Hinduism today. Hinduism में भी change आने लगे. These included the worship of new deities, the construction of temples by royalty, and the growing importance of Brahmans. Brahman का importance बढ़ा. The priest as dominant groups in society. Their knowledge of Sanskrit का knowledge, text, earned the Brahmins a lot of respect in society. Their dominant position was consolidated by the support of their patrons. Patrons कौन थे? The new rulers searching for prestige. जो पैसे देते थे ब्राह्मण्स को. One of the major developments was the emergence of the idea of bhakti, of loving personal deity that devotees could reach without the aid of priest or elaborate rituals. You will be learning about this and other traditional in chapter 8.